Like Tesla's got the best, like the most exciting product lineup by a long shot of any company that has publicly announced anything. Autonomy is for sure the priority. Just a car becomes dramatically more valuable when autonomous versus not. It probably increases. I think it increases in value by, maybe a factor of 5 or something crazy. Or just think of if you can earn $30,000 a year from a car, and say even like a Model S, financing payment might be $1,000 a month, so that'd be like $12,000. Like you could basically, make a pretty good return even on a Model S or a Model X. I think that makes the economics of buying a car dramatically different. You can get a Model 3, lease. You can lease it like $400 a month, maybe finance it for $450 or $500 a month, and say like, okay, so that's basically, maybe a little over $100 a week. And how many rides would you have to have an autonomous car give to make $100 in a week? Very few.
Yeah.
Like if it just spent, a few hours giving rides, you've like made your lease payment. So for a few hours per week, and so then who can't afford that? As long as you're willing to let your car do rides, anyone can afford it, really.
Yeah.
And in fact, it would be a moneymaker. So, instead of, so you could be like an Uber or Lyft driver driving one car, or you could be manage a fleet of cars, and where each of those cars is earning money for you, and you could manage like 10 cars or 20 cars or something. And that's just going to be way better. And then you're sort of more like a shepherd tending a flock type of thing. You're not the sheep. So that seems like a way better thing to do than to always be driving the car. And so I think that's definitely what people will choose to do, is just operate a small fleet, and take care of the cars when they get a flat tire or need some service or something like that. Need to be cleaned out or taken care of in some way. So you sort of manage your fleet, and then it's like a little business, basically.
There's just an incredible difference between a $40,000 Tesla and a $50,000 Tesla.
Yes.
So I'm sort of, do you want to keep going further down the roadmap and drive even lower cost cars to market?
I mean, eventually, yes. It's not like we could make a $20,000 car and are just arbitrarily choosing not to because we hate people who buy $20,000 cars. We do not know how to make that.
Certainly. For now.
So, as I said in my the original sort of secret master plan, it's like insanely difficult to make an electric car at a price price it at the same level as a gasoline car and have the same features and functionality.
Right.
Gasoline cars have had trillions of dollars, literally trillions, and like 150 years to refine internal combustion engine technology. I mean, in the 70s, it wasn't even like, obviously you could start your car. Like you go to your car and it's like, turn the key, it doesn't always start. Like that's, today that would be super weird.
Yeah.
But you have all these old movies where like the murderer is chasing you with an axe and like, will the car start or not is a plot device.
Yeah.
I don't know, might start. But there's all these, like vast amounts of R&D and tremendous scale economies have gone into making gasoline cars low cost. It's nutty how little they cost given how complicated they are. So it just takes time for electric cars to get there. And you say, how many versions have gasoline cars been through? Like 20? I don't know.